Hi everyone, greetings from Pakistan. As we all know, we live in very interesting times. A time where technology is all around us and there's a lot of disruption happening because of trends in technology, whether it's artificial intelligence, whether it's machine learning, automation, and the whole social apps and the data bulge which has created very interesting opportunities, not just for individuals but businesses alike. And today we're going to be talking about this shift in consumer behavior and what opportunities these technology trends are bringing. All of us are actually creating a lot of digital footprints every minute of our life, whether it's posting something on social media, on Facebook, or tweeting something, or just broadcasting yourself. So just to give you a perspective, Telenor is a global telecom company. We operate in Europe as well as in Asia, and we serve around 183 million customers. There are, if I would start by saying that there are three distinct trends which are influencing us every moment. And I call them Solomo. So social, local, and mobile. Social, as we all know, the rise of social platforms have created opportunities, and it is actually shaping up, influencing every walk of our life. So imagine, we all know there are billions of customers on social platforms. And if you're a business trying to sort of market yourself or highlight your products, people do listen to businesses, but they more listen to what other customers are telling us about those businesses. Imagine when you have to travel. We are living in a COVID time, so travel is restricted to somewhat, but still, let's assume when we get back to the new norm and we have to travel and go to, say, London for a business trip, and when I'm looking at a hotel, I'm not looking at a site of Marriott necessarily. I'm looking at travel sites and saying what other fellow travelers are saying about the particular location, the restaurants, the food they offer, the service, etc. And I take my decisions based on those insights. And that's the power of social. And similarly, when it comes to the next thing, which is local. So yes, I have access to information around the world. But what is most relevant for me is to know what is happening in my locality. If I have to order food in the evening tonight, and I'm a fan of a great Japanese food, I'm not really interested in what's the best restaurant in New York. I'm interested in what is available around me. And that's the local context which becomes very relevant for any purchase decision, for any brand influence, because it adds to the relevance, it adds to the context I am in. And third and last one is mobile. We all know that world is connected. We have over 7 billion people globally who have access to cellular phone. This is more than people having access to clean drinking water. And if we further divide it into smartphone users, which are, I would say, growing quite rapidly, we have over 5 million smartphone users globally. And that means that everyone, our access to information superhighway is not through fiber cables, not through DSL coming to the home, but for majority of the people, it's the mobile device which is our first interaction. So mobile has emerged as a very strong category. It has become a lifestyle or a remote control of people's life. So this is the last thing typically what we look at every evening before going to bed. And typically that's the first thing we look at when we wake up, even for some of us, even before brushing our teeth. So that's sort of the power of connectivity and the power of device. At the back of all those three mega trends which are already happening around us, There are other things which are happening. For example, the Internet of Things, which is the next frontier in digital. So when we talk about 5 million smartphone or 5 billion smartphone users globally, actually there are 50 billion devices which are connected. These could be your machines, these could be your gadgets, your sensors talking to each other, creating immense amount of data, immense amount of information, and doing a lot of transactions frictionlessly, seamlessly among themselves. Whether it's a sensor looking at our power or electricity consumption, or whether it's a smart device talking to other smart devices, for example, refrigerator giving a signal of your supplies going down, or your car, electric vehicle, which is running out of battery. All those are examples of IoT devices. And with this huge exponential growth, what is happening is that data has been created, and it has also created new opportunities. We are all super excited about 5G as a technology, which is not just faster and better speeds, but is also about connecting and building an ecosystem of various services, whether it's health, education, commerce, agri-tech, edu-tech, everything gonna be revolving around technology. And as we used to say that, technology is a sector, it's no longer a sector. It's a sector of sectors now, because everything is being enabled at the back of technology. Another very exciting opportunity is out there because of the tremendous amount of data which is being created. So big data has created very interesting opportunities, and especially opportunities where we can stitch first party, second party, and third party data. So basically, what you can do is based on, as you know, we are a telco, so we have, for example, have a data of over 46 million telco customers. We also, through our digital payment platform, have access to over 20 million of those users as well. When we stitch that data with second party, like the publishers, the local publishers who also draw and get a lot of traffic of the customers who may not be our customers only. And then on top of that, you stitch with third party data with those big social platforms like Facebook, for example, you create a wealth of information. And how you transform that into actionable insight becomes very exciting. And that's where the personalized marketing and the contextual marketing value proposition emerge. So to give you an example, so we create those insights not only for our own use, but also we also provide the information to our business partners. So for example, if you're a fashion brand and you are interested that you have a store in a large shopping mall, and you would like to actually reach out to a certain socioeconomic segment, say a socioeconomic segment A, females aged between say 25 to 40, because you have a fashion product which you like to pitch to them. Based on this information, you can run real-time queries where you can identify out of this segment how many potential customers are present in that physical proximity in that mall at a given time, and you can send them promotional messages then and there. You can attract them to a special promotion or offer you may be running on your store, say if it's a 20% discount or whatnot. And what we have seen through our experience that such targeted interventions has created immense results for our partners. Again, the whole idea is that how you use the information which is available around you, how you build up alliances, create an ecosystem to create a win-win. And these are some real examples which has really created value. The other thing I would like to talk about is the artificial intelligence and how AI can actually serve our needs, both from a marketing viewpoint, but also from a customer services viewpoint. We've all seen huge uptake of those social media apps, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's a Facebook Messenger, WeChat, Line, all of them are growing exponentially. And it has created a lot of opportunities for one-to-one interaction based on those platforms. And we have seen WhatsApp for Business being a huge success, but also we have seen that there are tremendous opportunities around things like RPA, robotic process automation. So give you another example, I mean, in any given day, about a year ago, there were about 120,000 calls to our contact center every day. People are calling us to get more information on our products. If we have launch a new promotion or a new offer, people were asking. And then there were some genuine issues as well, where they were asking to address those service issues. Just by adopting a lot more self-empowered opportunities, whether to digitize the IVR for those customers, or giving them tools where they can do full control of their subscription, what products and features they need to subscribe with a touch of a button on their own MyTelenor app or other platforms, has reduced those complaints tremendously. So the volume has gone down below 40,000, what used to be 120,000. That means a lot more saving for us, a lot more efficiency for business, but more important is the convenience for the consumers. They don't have to dial the contact center, they don't have to stay in queues and wait for someone to address their calls, but they are self-empowered because we can now predict what sort of queries those customers may have based on their previous behavior, based on their profile, based on their needs. We can address those needs in a much better way, leveraging those technologies. So the whole paradigm shift in servicing is also a great opportunity. Again, it's not just empowering customers and by giving them tools, but also is creating a win-win towards those customers. In the end, I just want to reiterate that digital transformation is the opportunity for us. There's no doubt whatsoever that we are living in an interesting world where businesses around us are being transformed. And it's an opportunity to understand those shifts which are happening in technology. It's also to leverage from the opportunities we have through artificial intelligence, through deep learning, through robotics, through automation, and apply that. I would like to actually close by quoting John Chambers, the former CEO of Cisco, who once said that 40% of today's businesses will not exist in a meaningful way in next 10 years. Imagine 40% of us will not be relevant in the next decade, but 70% of the companies will attempt to go digital, but only 30% of them will be successful. So there's no guarantee that you will make it, you will reach there. The only ones that will survive will turn their companies into digital techie versions of themselves. So that means that, rather than trying to explore something totally new, you have best chances of actually reinventing yourself. Technology is something which we need to all embrace. We need to really understand those trends happening in this day of super intelligence. We need to really embark and embrace those trends, because what we see is there's a tremendous opportunity in this new world which is knocking our doors. But we need to really have this mindset of constant renewal, of constant learning and adopting technology. Thank you.